it's Holy Bell. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is exactly like what the title says, refeeds and plateaus. Seeing as I just went through one recently with my hovering over the Wonderland like threshold of 199 pounds to 200 pounds, I figured it might as well be a good idea to explain what plateaus are, explain what refeeds are, and explain my experience with it, because I learned I need to do that sometimes, otherwise I'm gonna have to deal with plateaus a lot more, especially as I get smaller. So what's a plateau? I was looking on Reddit to just get a overall general like definition, and it seems like a plateau is when your weight or progress, I mean if you're lifting weights, but this is more in the context of losing weight, if you're or gaining, is when your progress of gaining or losing has stagnated. So in the context of losing, I was just going between 199, 200, 199, 200, 201, 202, 200, 201 over and over in a week, and then it continued into 2 weeks. So this whole back and forth has to be an extended period of time. While I did give it 2 weeks, that's not enough time to call it a plateau. A month is where you should be like, I need to change something about my plans. So I didn't give it enough time, but I did know I needed to do something. Now, what can cause a plateau? Water retention, introducing new foods that may cause an allergic reaction, which leads to water retention, not really knowing how much you're eating. Because if you're actually eating at maintenance but you don't know because you don't either count your calories or you don't eat less than what you think you do, you're gonna maintain that weight and bounce back and forth like you would if you're maintaining. And other health conditions in general, which I won't really get into because I'm not a doctor, but I'm just gonna go over the first few ones, or the first few reasons. So in my experience, I knew it couldn't be water retention. It takes literally a metric ton of salt to get me to swell up in any way. My cycle does make me swell up, but that's usually a localized thing, and I'm not on my cycle anymore, and I don't usually swell outside of my cycle. I thought it was because I was eating a lot more tofu and soy products to increase my protein and fiber intake. I've had tofu and soy products before, so I'm not allergic to it, so it couldn't have been an allergic reaction. And in general, I didn't get hurt anywhere, so it couldn't have been like an injury either. So it's like, what caused this? I also diligently track my calories every single day. Everything that goes in my mouth, including binges, I tracked it, and I didn't have too many binges recently. So as I was looking online, I realized on the omad subreddit and the loseit subreddit and other weight loss subreddits that people are talking about something called a refeed to deal with a plateau. From what I saw, a refeed is basically you going back to your maintenance calories for your current weight, or just, you know, eating something that's quote unquote not healthy. Seeing as I don't restrict any foods while I do my omad, there's no eating something that's not healthy, because I eat fast food. I just make sure it's within my calories. But I have been eating 1,200 to 1,400 calories for the past 11 months, strictly within that range. I've also been doing very strict omad. So I do a 23-1, so I fast for 23 hours and I eat in a 1 hour window. And I always stuck with that. No snacks outside or anything like that. I used to practice loose omad, but I would binge a lot because I didn't have a lot of discipline back then. But then I realized I've been eating at a big deficit for such a long time. I should probably give my body a break, which is what a refeed is. You're basically telling your body, relax for a little bit, take your time. You've been doing good this whole time to lose all these like 42 pounds. Just relax. Just relax. And then you can start up full speed ahead with all the energy you have. So that's what I did. Accidentally. My mom bought some Oreos. Oreos are basically like crack cocaine for me. I can't just eat one. I can't just eat two. I can't just eat a pack. I have to eat the whole package. So I really wanted them outside of our house, but I didn't want to like give them out because I still hadn't had an Oreo in like 3 years. So I figured, might as well have it. They had huge containers about this big. and there was 13 of them in there. In the one little package, there was 13 cookies. I had that for about 5 times a week. So for 1 week, I was just munching on Oreos. I still had my 1200 to 1300 calorie lunch, omad, whatever, but I did have those Oreos. So those Oreos, I think total are about 700 calories for one package, and there are 13 of them in there. It was me and my mom trying to finish it. And see, after I finished those and I went back to my workout routine as usual and because I was still working out, everything was the same except for the Oreos. Back to my regular eating schedule with my pre-planned snack and everything, I just realized, like, yeah, I haven't weighed myself in a while because it's only been a week. And then I went to weigh myself the next day, and lo and behold, I am 199 pounds. Not 198.8 like I was bouncing back and forth before, but 199.8. The next day, continuing my same routine minus the Oreos, I am now 198.2. So now I'm seeing there's a progress to my next milestone for weight loss, and it's like, wow, my body just needed a break. I also realized that my binges are starting to increase a little bit, so that's telling me maybe strict omad isn't doing it for me anymore, because I'm not fasting for the fasting benefits, which are cool. Autophagy is awesome, but I don't fast long enough to like see those results. But like the fact that I can control my calories because of time does help, but that's for another video. Anyway, this is just my experience with my plateau and my accidental refeed, but I just wanted to share my experience. Maybe someone who is thinking like, maybe I should try that. Be moderate. I did mine accidentally. Technically I would categorize it as a binge, not like binge disorder, but a binge nonetheless. But at the same time, you gotta be careful with it. Log it if you do log your stuff, and be moderate and mindful if you don't, because there's a fine line between eating to your maintenance calories and overeating. But anyway, that's it for this video. I don't want to start like blah-blahing anymore, but leave any questions that you have in the comments below. Next time I see you is probably gonna be in a diet vlog, but yeah. What do I do with myself? I'm cooking right now. I gotta go out before I burn my mom's dinner. Bye.